morning. This morning I am out at Skidaway Island State Park doing a little hike. It's not really a hike, I guess, because there's really no elevation gain. I'm doing about a 5-mile walk. Just doing a little bit of practice training for later this summer when my husband and I are going to do some hiking in the North Georgia mountains, which I think will be fun. So I thought I would just make a little video showing what I get up to out here. Some gorgeous scenery this morning, beautiful weather. Temperature is low 60s, no clouds, bright sunshine. So these trails run right along a bunch of tidal creeks, so they can be very dry in some parts and very wet in other parts. Right back there's a tidal creek. I've seen it super low before, and I've seen it all the way up to my ankles in that region. I've been seeing a lot of avian enthusiasts out here this morning, taking pictures of the birds or bird watching. Watching for roots so I don't trip and fall. But hearing a lot of woodpeckers over in the woods. These trail loops are all named after birds. So right now I'm on the sandpiper loop, and then I'm doing about half of that loop. In a few minutes I think I'll be on the avian loop, and then I'll hit the other half of the sandpiper loop when I come back, because it's sort of an out and back trail. All right, so this is pointing back this way on the other half of the sandpiper loop, which I will do when I come back. And now we are starting the avian loop trail. Some beautiful scenery this morning. And we're back in the woods again. It goes very quickly out here from sort of sandy marsh right back into the forest. This is the nature of the Georgia Barrier Islands. So now we're in the woods again, still on the avian loop trail. Making our way around. And now we're pretty much right back out into the sandy area, back here by the river. We can go have a look. Stop. We are right at a mile in. I'm just gonna stop for a little bit of water. Alright, so now I'm starting on the Big Ferry Trail Loop, which is the longest loop at this park. First two bird loops, Sandpiper and Avian, are pretty short because I've only gone a mile total. So we are on Big Ferry for most of the rest of this little walk here. Thankfully it is pretty dry this morning. A little bit muddy here and there, but I have been out before where it was over my ankles in this area. Right here. Alright, so this is a proper tidal creek right here that crosses the trail. When I was out here a couple years ago, it was literally up to my thighs. So I'll take a little mud over that any day. Little teeny crabs all in this area here. I don't know if you can see all the little holes in the trail, the sand. Yeah. Little crab burrows. Alright, and now we're right back into the woods. Nice breeze this morning. I just love this area right here. This kind of tunnel effect. So far I have seen some birds, I saw a cardinal, and I saw a squirrel. But other than that, no wildlife. Although, obviously, in this part of Georgia, snakes and alligators are native, so it's not out of the question that I could see them. But I doubt it. I've never seen an alligator out here before. Snakes, yes. Alright, so I guess now I'm starting the Big Ferry Loop. That's where I just came from, which is the connector trail between the bird loops, as I like to call them, and the Big Ferry Trail. So the Big Ferry Trail is an out and back, but it has a loop in the middle. So on the way out, I'm gonna go to the right here, go through the woods, and on the way back, we'll come from this direction, which goes out closer to the marsh. So we're gonna go this way, through the woods. All right, now I'm headed to the Earthworks Loop, which is back this way. All right, so according to my watch, I'm about halfway done. I'm not sure that I believe that, because I've stopped and started some. And my Apple Watch tends to be gracious with the mileage. So we'll see what happens. But right now I'm on the earthworks loop, which is kind of about as far from the entrance as you can get. So once I come around this loop, I will start backtracking, retracing my steps. So you can kind of see the earthwork along here where it's built up. There was one behind me too that I already went over. And then we go up and over this one. Here, this is a better view. You can see the earthwork all along here, out to the river. And then back along through there. This section right here is pretty neat because suddenly the terrain is mostly like oyster shells that have been crushed. Alright, so now I'm on the return loop of the Big Ferry Trail. It's kind of more out by the marsh, so a little more sandy here. Smell the sea salt. I think up here shortly there's like an observation deck, so I might try to see if we can get a good view from there. Alright, so this is the observation tower. So we're gonna climb up here and see what we can see. They don't let you anymore, so here's a view. Alright, so I finished retracing my steps along the connector trail and the avian loop. So now I'm finishing that up. I'm going to be taking the shorter section of the Sandpiper Trail to get back to the Welcome Center. So earlier I came from the path that's straight ahead, and this time I'm going to go back this way, just a little bit shorter. Alright, so this is where the trail comes out. Right here behind the visitor center.